Hello dear friends, today's video is entitled How to Have a Clean and Tidy Home. I guess you know what the answer is. That's to do the FlyLady system. If you don't know how to do the FlyLady system, I'm going to give it to you in a nutshell today. However, if you want a deep, entailed way to do it, then watch How to Do the FlyLady System for Newbies on this channel. It's old, but it's good. You'll need a piece of paper, a pen or a pencil, an hour of time with no interruptions. You're going to be turning it off and on, the video off and on, and taking notes, okay? But I'm going to give you the nutshell version today, and then from time to time, if you want to look at various portions of How to Do the FlyLady System for Newbies, you can go to the playlist and watch the collaboration I did with Inspired by Nikki, where I will take a part of the FlyLady system and talk about that single part. So if you're looking how to do something, you can look in there and see it, and then you can hear me talking about it. I'm just the talking head talking to you, and then Nikki will interpret it in her own home. Now, everyone's home is different. Nikki has a lovely home, and the thing that I love the most about Nikki is that she's so calm. And that's what I'd like you to get from watching her, is to slow down, take a beat, and calm down when you're doing these things. Everybody is always in such a hurry. I gotta hurry, I'm gonna be late, I overslept. You know, a lot of that is a waste of time. You're causing yourself to get caught up in the hurry, and you're not getting your work done. You're just slopping it up and then leaving, and then later you've got to deal with all of that. So if you're slinging clothes around instead of hanging them up, I guarantee you, if you'll take a moment to hang up your sweater or to put your shoes in the closet instead of just kicking them off in your room, you're going to find it much more rewarding later on. And if you don't lay around at the end of the day watching TV like I would do, okay, I am you, so don't think that I'm criticizing you in any way. But if you find that you're just, you're tired at the end of the day, you feel like you need a break, you lay on the couch, you watch television or whatever it is you're doing, and you stay there too long, then you're not going to want to do your before bed routine, because basically you're a zombie at that point, and you're not thinking. And then you're not setting yourself up for a good tomorrow. So part of your plan is know what time you're going to go in that bathroom and get yourself ready for bed. Okay? All right. So how do you do the FlyLady system in a nutshell? It is a 3-level program. I call it the 3-layer cake. The first layer of it is your routines. Your routines are your morning routine, your after dinner routine, your before bed routine. Those are the 3 basic parts of that first layer. And then there are other parts of it. There is the laundry routine, the paper routine, and the clutter checks. And if you have little tiny children, the toy checks, okay? So that is the first layer. You have to conquer that area before you go on to the next. So what is the morning routine? It's getting up in the morning and making 30 minutes before the family. 30 minutes before the family. Now, if you've got one little oddball who gets up at the crack of dawn no matter what you do, that one's on his own, okay? But you have to say, if it's a little child getting out of bed, just like they get out of bed at night, you say it's not time to get up, go back to bed. Same thing in the morning. It's not time to get up, go back to bed. Get a drink of water, go to the potty, get a book, get a toy. You can lay in the bed. Don't wake up your brother, don't wake up your sister, but I'll call you when it's time to get up. You as a mother need this time in the morning, okay? So 30 minutes before the majority of the family, you get up. If your husband's not in the bed, make the bed. Brush your teeth, wash your face, moisturize your skin, put on a little makeup, fix your hair, swish the toilets with an S, and wipe out the sinks with an S in the bathrooms. Let's see, get dressed. Go into the kitchen, empty the dishwasher, make yourself coffee or water or a shake or whatever it is you normally do, or breakfast, whatever you like to do in the morning. And then you can start a load of laundry. You can go through 1 inch of your paper, just 1 inch, don't overdo it. And then you can wake up the family and put your children through their morning routines. The second thing you do in routines is later on in the day, of course you're going to clean up after lunch as well, but your after dinner routine. Your after dinner routine is putting the dishes in the dishwasher, washing the pots and pans in the stove, wiping down the counters, wiping down the table, and sweeping the floor. I recommend that you delegate parts of this to other members of the family who enjoyed that meal, okay? If you cook, you clean the dishes, you clean the pots and pans in the stove. If somebody else cooks They clean the pots and pans in the stove. I know that's not the way it is in a lot of homes, but it's really the most fair way, because the person who cooks can be very creative and create a huge mess. If you're cooking and you know you have to wash the pots and the pans, you're going to be a little less creative. Okay. You're going to do the before bed routine. Your before bed routine is wash your face, moisturize your skin, brush your teeth, take a shower if you haven't taken it in the morning, or a bath. Moisturize your skin, if I didn't already say that. Lay out your clothes for tomorrow when you get your pajamas out. Lay out your clothes. All these parts can't be ignored. Everything is important. And then go in the kitchen and make sure all the dishes have been put in the dishwasher. Now put soap in it and run it. Or if you hand wash your dishes, make sure there's nothing extra that got used up since dinner that needs to be washed real quick and put in the dish rack. Then take your dish towel, dry out the sink, go hang that somewhere to dry, and put a fresh towel out for in the morning. That's the before bed routine. And then right before you go to bed, brush your teeth and floss your teeth. All right, look at your planner in the morning and look in your planner at night to see what you have planned for that day and how you did that day and what you have planned for tomorrow. You can put your meals in there so you'll know, oh gosh, I forgot. I better get the crock pot out because I won't remember that I have a crock pot meal that I'm going to make tomorrow. If I don't think about it till 2 in the afternoon, it'll be too late, or almost too late. Okay. And then clutter checks. Very, very important that you clutter check in your home. What that means is pick it up, don't pass it up. You do that after breakfast, after lunch, and after dinner. And that means that you are making sure that everyday things that are laying around get picked up and put away. Don't confuse it with decluttering, where you have like mounds of clutter already in that room. It's the everyday stuff, the cup of water, the piece of paper, the candy wrapper, the plate, whatever it is, the books, the throw, whatever it is that your children have left in there, their toys, that's a clutter check. If you have lots of toys, you have to do a toy check. Okay, that's 3 times a day for clutter check. One more extra one for the baby's toy checks. One right before bed for them. So it's after breakfast, after lunch, after dinner, and before bed. If you work, it's before work, after work, after dinner, and before bed for the toys. You don't have to do it before bed for the clutter checks. Okay? All right. That is routines. Next, we're going to the second layer. The second layer is your basic weekly plan. On Monday, you do a weekly home blessing hour. There's a video on that. On Tuesday, you take that day to not do anything but routines. It's called a free day. You do something to enrich your own life that day. The third day, Wednesday, is your planning and desk day. Think of that as a quiet day, and that's the day that you're going to pay your bills, check your all of your supplies for groceries, make your grocery list, check your planner for next week, make the plan for next week. Let's see. Food, finance, planning, and inbox. You have an inbox. If you don't have an inbox, buy one at the Dollar Tree for $1. That's where your important paperwork goes for the week, and you handle it on this day. So if you have a bill that came in that needs to be paid, or you need to call somebody about a charge that they charged incorrectly, or you need to make a dentist appointment, or whatever it is, that's when you handle it, and it's in your inbox. Okay, that's why I only want you to go through an inch of your paper that's built up, only an inch a day, because you're going to have some things that are going to go in that box, like maybe you need to file something. And if you go through 2 feet of paper in one day, you're going to have too much to do on Wednesday. An inch a day will give you 2 feet of paper a month, which would be, let's say 6 months. That's 12 feet of paper. Do you have 12 feet of paper in your house? If you do, it'll take you 6 months by doing 1 inch a day, 1 little inch. Okay, most people don't have 12 feet. Think of your ceilings, 8-foot ceilings. Do you have paper that goes to the ceiling? If so, you've got 8 feet. All right, so that is the planning and desk day. Thursday is your errand day. That's the day you run all your errands and you buy your groceries, or you have your groceries delivered, or you pick your groceries up. Friday is car and purse day. That's the day you clean the inside of your car out and you clean the inside of your purse out. Saturday is family fun day. No housekeeping, no laundry, just routines and family fun day. And Sunday is just routines and renew your spirit. Okay? No laundry on Sunday either. All right. No paper on Sunday. That's the day you skip. Okay, so that's the second layer. Once you get those 2 layers going, then you're going to add the third layer, which is your zones. And that just means that you're taking your house and dividing it into 5 parts. The common parts are, zone 1 is all the entryways into your home, inside and out. Zone 2 is the kitchen. Zone 3 is the hall bathroom, like the main bathroom, and one other room. An other room would be like a child's room, a guest room, a desk, an office, a craft room, a sunroom, a laundry room, the garage. Those are all other rooms. So the bathroom and one other room is the zone 3. Zone 4 is your master bedroom, your master closet, and if you have one, your master bathroom. And zone 5 is the main living area. So you'll say, well, I've got a formal living room and a formal dining room and a great room. Well, then I would say your formal living room and formal dining room could be other rooms, or you could take the formal dining room and add it to the entryways because it's near the front door. Just leave the formal living room as a other room. I don't have that. I've just got an open concept. So I've just got a kitchen and kind of an open living room, dining room, kind of great room thing. Well, then that living room, dining room, kind of great room thing would be zone 5, and the kitchen would be on the other side of the counter, okay? All right, so those are the zones, and what you do in those zones to keep your house tidy and clean is for 4 days a week, not on your off day on Tuesday, but for 4 days a week, you do 15 minutes in your zone decluttering a predetermined little space, decluttering that. Okay, so you have throw away, put away, and give away. The things that you put away are things that you love, need, use. Okay, you love, need, or use. You can love a lot of things, but if you think you've loved it and it's been sitting in a box for 20 years in the back corner of the guest room, then you probably don't really love it. You can live without that. Remember, you don't want to live in a storage unit. You want to live in a home. The whole purpose of this cleaning thing that we do is not the priority. It's not the prime thing in your life. It's a means to an end. The thing that you're trying to do is to live in a streamlined home where you know where things go. So when you see them, you know they go there. You can tell your children where they go, and once they know, that's where they go. And you can enjoy living in this home without the stress and the pressure of knowing you have this clutter everywhere. And you really get to enjoy this family that you have. Okay? All right, so that's how you have a clean and tidy home. You do the FlyLady system. I just gave it to you in a nutshell. You're going to practice it in little steps until you get good at one layer, and then you add the next, and then you add the next. You didn't get in this shape in 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, or even 1 year. So if it takes you a year to get through your clutter, it's going to look better every single week. It's going to look better, you're going to feel better, and you're going to learn how to manage it. And if it takes a year, it takes a year. I have people tell me every single week, oh my goodness, Kat, I about had a heart attack this week. I was so nervous. My mother-in-law was coming over, and I just knew I had to clean up all this stuff. And I looked around, and there was nothing to do. I maybe had 3 minutes of clutter check, and that's it. My house looked good. My bathrooms were good. My toilets were shiny. My floors were clean. My refrigerator was tidy. I had food in my refrigerator. My house smelled good, looked good, and is good, and I was relaxed. And we had a great visit. So I can't wait for that for you. It might not be your mother-in-law. It may be people coming to spend the week with you. It doesn't matter. If it normally created frustration and scared feelings in you, when you get your house like this, it won't. And you'll be living a true life in your home. A life you were intended to lead with your family. A peaceful life, a centered life, one where you feel good about yourself. All right, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you always remember to be beautiful, because you are beautiful.